So okay, every element enclosed with less than greater than symbol, we can call it as tag. Okay, so to okay, place as tag. Yes. So here in browser, if you place directly IMG, then browser can understand this is simple text message, not HTML tag. So compulsory we should use these symbols. Okay. So these brackets we are calling as angle brackets. When I keep the element inside this less than and greater than symbol, then it comes under tag. So browser can execute this tag and display the related control. That is the concept of this. Is it clear? Yes. Next one. Every element provides many properties. We can call as attributes. For example, IMG if we take SRC is one property and type is one property for input. Width is one property. Like that, different types of properties we have. We are also calling them as attributes. Okay. So this is about the basic information. So HTML is providing different types of elements. Using these elements, we can display the controls on browser, and every element is enclosed with a less than greater than symbol. We are calling it as tag. Okay. Yes. Now open with edit place. On program I am creating, see this desktop demo1.html. Okay, yes. So generally HTML elements we are taking inside the body tag. So open this body and close this. Okay. So inside this body, you can place the design controls. What are the controls we are using? For example, just I'm taking IMG. My plan is I want to display image control. Or else in React.js, we're developing, assume that login concept. That login concept contains username, password, dash process with the login button you are designing. So that time we are taking input control like that. Okay. So here right now I'm taking IMG tag. So in my system, mango.jpg is there. Okay. There here, source is one property. Mango.jpg we have. And width is one property. That says so this is image and what is the source? Mango.jpg. What the width we have? 100 pixels like this. Okay. Yes. Now, if we open this web page demo1.html in browser, then browser can understand this is an HTML file and that image control it displays on the browser. Now we can see right click open with Google Chrome. Now it displays the image control like this. So in case if I give, yeah, for example here, IMG have given, then in browser point of view, this is one image control. So source is not provided. That's why no image displays here. If I just remove this IMG less than greater symbol, just have given like this. What is the meaning of this? So it is nothing but text message. It is a simple text message. Now if you observe this one, it displays like Yes, yeah. So IMG is nothing but now a simple text message. So when you keep inside this less than greater than symbol, then only browser can consider it is on HTML tag and the related control it displays. If you don't use that less than greater than symbol, then in browser point of it is a simple text message. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Yes. Next one. I told you every element is providing some properties. Okay. As search is one property. Okay. So what the value I have given? Mango.jpg. You can also call it as attribute, which is one property, 100 pixels. Like that, all these are the attributes. Now, the main thing is types of elements. Yes, how many types of elements we have? Yeah. So actually, HTML elements are classified into two types. This is very, very important because if you open any React JS, first we are seeing any new project if you create. The very beginning we are seeing div tag. Okay. So what is div tag and which type of control we the div tag? So that is main thing. So types of elements. Okay. How many types of elements we have? Yes. Actually, there are two types of elements we have in this point of view. Okay, yes. So HTML elements are two. First one, container. Remember this because very, very important. Not yes. Like that we have these two types. Okay. What is the first one? Container. Second one is non-container. What is container and what is non-container? That is very important. Is yeah. Container means which can hold other elements. Containers can hold other elements. Okay. So general meaning, if you observe here, so we have containers, so which can carry the goods. Container vehicles are there. Yes, these container vehicles can carry the goods. Like that here, container means which can hold other controls. Okay. Yes. Now here, container can hold other controls. Okay. Yes. So container can hold other controls. Okay. Yes. So here div tag is one container. So inside the div tag, you can hold other controls. Span is one container. Inside that we can hold other controls. So what is the main purpose of container? So to hold multiple controls as a group. Okay, now here we can use containers to hold multiple controls as a group. Is it clear? Yes. Containers mainly we are using to hold the multiple controls as a group. Okay. Yes. So what are the examples we have? Okay. So div, pan, table, anchor means a paragraph. All these comes under content. Okay, yes. So containers can hold other controls. We can use to hold the multiple controls as a group. Now in this we have div, span, table, tag. They like that. Different types of paragraph, etc. Okay. Now you can ask me, sir, what is the purpose of these containers? Yeah, why we are holding the multiple controls as a group. For designing point of we are holding. Okay, I will show you an example. See, every container is a combination of like this, open and closing tag. So we have separate closing tag. In between open and closing, we can place other controls. That is the main point. Yes, every container contains both open as well as closing tags. In between, we are placing the other controls. Okay. Now see this. Just I want to take one just simple login form I want to design first of all. So in login form, username text box, password text box, and login button we have. Input type is equal to text. Now if you observe this is one text box. Yes, yeah. So just some default text I want to display. Placeholder is equal to username. Yes. New line password text box. Yes. Input type is equal to text. Placeholder is equal to password. This is one more text box which we have. So what is this? Password text box. Okay, one is username, another one is password. In new line, yes. Input type is equal to button. Value is equal to login. Yes. We have like this. The button control value, what the value? Login I'm using here. Fine. So this is simple login form. On top of this, type is equal to button. Value is equal to show login. I have given here. Yes. Here, this is show login text. So when I click on this show login, then only I want to display this username, password, login button. Okay. So means when the page is loaded, that time we should hide these controls. Yes, that is the requirement. Okay, now here to hide this control, we are using in CSS display property. Now I am applying that display property. So just style is equal to display now. Don't try to understand the coding. See the result. So we are discussing what the purpose of container. Why we are holding the multiple controls as a group. That we are discussing. Is it clear why we are holding multiple controls as a group? Now here, style is equal to display none I have given. If I refresh, it is not displaying that. Here also I am using style. is equal to display. Then second control also it is hiding. See, in each and every control we need to apply style property. Even in button also, style is equal to display. So we have three controls. In these three controls applied the style property. In case if we have a registration page, if it is, we have many controls. For each and every control, we want to apply style properties. A big task for us. Yes, yeah. That is the main problem. That's why instead of applying the style in each and every control, okay, better you should keep all these controls inside one container. Apply style property on the container. Now you can see like this. Remove it here. Remove. So all controls, the style properties are removed. Now I am taking one div tag here. Div is one container. Inside this open and closing div, just have taken, yeah, this text box button, this controls. Now inside this div I am using style is equal to display none. Yes, style is equal to display none. Now save this and refresh. It is hiding. Yes, means if you observe here, so instead of using the style property in each and every control, I applied the root element of that container. What is that? Container element div is there. Okay. For the div, I applied the style. Then what is happened? All the controls which we have taken inside the div, all these controls are hiding here. Yes, that is the main concept. Like that, you want to apply common properties on the multiple controls, then we should group them with the help of these containers. You got it? So like div is one container, span is one container, like the different types of containers we have. So we are taking the support of these containers. Okay. Now see, simply applied style on the div tag and display none property. Then all the elements inside this div tag are hiding. So this is button. So for example, on click is equal. When I click on the button, then again I need to display this div tag. So here how to display, just I'm using some script. Don't try to understand this. We will discuss everything with React. Okay. So see the result of this. Now refresh it. When I click on this, it displays this. Yes. Yeah. This is the procedure how to use this concept. Okay. Yeah. So that is the main purpose of containers. So containers we can use to hold other controls. Okay. So you want to hold the multiple controls as a group, we are using containers. That is the main point. Non-containers, yes. So non-containers cannot hold other controls. Okay, yes. Cannot hold other controls. We can use non-containers to receive, okay, some data from user. Yes. Non-containers we are using in which point of view to receive some data from users. So for example, if you take here text box, button. All this comes under non-containers. Yes, yeah. Text box is one control, button is one control. Like that, all these are non-containers. Non-containers directly we are closing like this. For example, text box, if you take type is equal to text, simply can use this slash. We don't have separate closing tag for this. Yes, yeah. So simply we are using this slash. This is about non-container. Yes. Like that, we have these two types of elements. First one is what? Container, and second one is non-container. Got it? So container can hold other elements, but non-containers cannot hold the other elements. So containers we are using for grouping purpose to hold the multiple elements as a group. Non-containers if you take here, so to receive some data, okay, and also instructions. For example, button if you take, button we are using to receive the instruction. Click is one instruction like that. In that point of view, there is a support of non-containers. Yes, yeah. Now, first of all, any doubts you have in this? So clear, basic HTML we're discussing. So this is a very important concept. Only 1 or 1.5 day we will discuss this HTML concepts. After that, we will start the JavaScript concepts. Okay. So we are discussing what is container, what is container in HTML, what is non-container. Next one, container again divided into two types. Okay. Containers are two types. What the first type here? Yeah. Block level elements. Yes. Block level elements. These elements can occupy complete width of the screen. The block level elements, if you take, these elements can occupy the complete width of the screen. So second one is inline elements. Okay. Yes. Inline elements. What is this? Yes. Width of the screen is to the content. Yeah. Observe this. Containers are again divided into two types. One is block level elements. Second one is inline elements. So block level element means, okay, occupies the complete screen width. Inline element means up to the content. Yes, yeah. So block level element examples if you take. Div is block level element, but not span. Table is block level element. Paragraph is block level element. Means these elements occupies the complete screen. Is it clear? So that's why these elements are displaying separately. If you place any other elements side of this block level elements, so those elements comes into the new line. Inline elements example if you take span, anchor, etc. These are all comes under inline elements. Like that, we have these two types here. First one is block level. Second one is inline. Block level means occupies the complete width of the screen. Inline means up to the content we have it. So I will show you that here. I want to take one div tag, display welcome message. Yes. This div tag, after this div tag, I Scott have given where it displays in new line. Why in new line? Because so this div tag occupies the complete width of the screen. I am using here style. If I apply, then you can see background color, something color I am applying. Then you can see it is occupied the complete width of the screen. Yes, yeah. So we discussed first of all two types of HTML elements we have. One is container, another one is non-container. So now you got the clarity what is container and non-container. Container can hold other elements. Okay, non-container cannot hold other elements. So containers again divided into two types. One is block level element. Next one is inline element. Yes. Yeah, block layer element means these elements occupy the complete width of the screen. So for example, div table, all this comes from block layer elements. Inline elements means up to the content only we have this span anchor like that. Okay, now here div is example for block layer element. It is occupied the complete width of the screen. That's why the next element is coming into the new line. Okay. In case if we change this as span tag, span is there. Span is inline element, I told you. So what the width of the element up to the content like this. So that's where the next element is coming side of the span tag. Like that, this is very important. Okay. So here containers again divided into two types. First one is block level element. So it occupies the complete width of the screen. Second one is inline element. Okay, yes. Up to the content only it occupies the width. For example, two groups are there, group of elements. So these two group of elements I want to display side by side. You understand? These two group of elements I want to display side by side. Then every group we can prepare by using span tag. In case these two group of elements I want to display one by one. These two group of elements I want to display one by one. Then every group we can prepare by using div tag. That is the concept of this. Understand my point? This group of elements you want to display side by side, then we are using span tag. This group of elements you want to display one by one, then we are using div tag like that. Okay. So that is based on the requirement. We need to use these tags here. So then div1 span we are using to hold the multiple counters as a group, and table purpose is different, anchor purpose is different, paragraph purpose is different. We will discuss this, what is table, what is anchor, what is paragraph, and how many types of input controls we have. So that concept also we need to discuss. So that is enough for us in HTML point of view. Mainly the concept which we discussed today, what is container, what is non-container. So that is clear to you. Any questions you have in this point of view? So container can hold other elements. Non-container cannot hold other elements. That's the first thing. Yes? Yeah. Again, containers, if we take, these containers are divided into two types. One is block level element. Second one is inline element. Like that. Yes. Containers again divided into two types. First one is block level element. So second one is inline element. What is block level element? Occupies the complete width of the screen. Yes, an inline element means the width is up to the content. So div is, so this common interview question. What the difference between div tag and span tag? Yeah, both are containers. But div is block level element, span is inline element. That is the main difference. Yes, both are containers. Div is block level element and span is inline element. That is the main. Okay. Yes. So now what is table? What is anchor? And what are the other HTML contours we have? And if you observe non-containers, if we take all non-containers are inline elements only. We don't have block level elements in non-containers. Only in containers, we have two categories. Non-containers are inline elements only. Okay? Yes. So I will explain you what the non-containers we have. So for that, so we need to discuss, spend some more time with this concept. Okay? Yes. So in this point of any questions, any doubts you have? No doubts. Yeah. So you clear with this. What is the topic we discussed? Okay, because till now no Drive account is created for you. Once this link, demo link changes to payment link, then we will use the Drive access. Till then, okay, yeah, I am uploading this today class in that Zoom meeting. 1 second. Now, yeah, you got the message. Check it out, all of you, please. Yes, have you got the message? So download that file. So in next class, so we will discuss the other elements like table and some input controls. Every day we are using some input controls, those controls, anchor tag, etc. So just concentrate on this concept, very important. So in next class, we will discuss the remaining concepts in HTML which are required. After that, we will start the JavaScript. So once in JavaScript everything is completed, then only we'll start the React.js. Okay, because JavaScript is very, very important to work with this React.js. That is the main concept of this. Okay. Yes. Bye. So see you next class. We can drop now. Thank you.